So this lesson is about alcohol, and we're going to talk about how you can still enjoy alcohol and still make progress. So if you remember from our calorie video, alcohol gives us about 7 calories per gram, which is almost as much as fat and almost double the amount of calories that we get from proteins and carbs. And while we can definitely enjoy it as part of our daily calorie budget, it's important to understand how it can have a negative effect on our results. It can cause a reduction in NEAT, so our activity levels, because you're hungover on the couch, lying horizontal all day. We've all been there. Poor alcoholic choices that can be pretty calorific if you don't pick the right things. Being drunk often leads to a loss of willpower, so you can end up in a takeaway. Alcohol can have an effect on your sleep quality, and then excessive consumption can actually lower testosterone, which is bad for muscle gains and muscle retention. But how can we enjoy alcohol without affecting our results? First thing to understand is the calorie content of different levels because it varies a lot. Clear spirits are generally your best option, especially if you mix it with a diet soft drink. We're big fans of gin, so a gin slamline tonic or a gin diet lemonade is a solid option, and that actually equals less than 60 calories. Vodka and Diet Coke's about 100 calories. Then you have stuff like whiskey and Diet Coke, which is about the same. Beers like Corona start to creep up a little bit more. One bottle of Corona is about 150 calories. Then you've got sugary drinks like WKD and Smirnoff. They're getting towards the 200 calorie mark. But to be honest, I'm not sure who still drinks those kind of drinks. And after that, pints of beer and glasses of wine are close to 250 calories, sometimes more, obviously, depending on your glass of wine, the size of the glass. Okay, so once you understand the basic calorie content of the most common drinks, the next step is to be able to plan effectively for the weekend. So you have a really easy process for being able to enjoy your night out without affecting your results. So let's say to be in a calorie deficit, you need to eat 2,500 calories a day. That's just over 17,000 calories a week. So if you have a night out coming up where you know you're going to go over your calorie target, you can simply have 500 calories less the day before. That means on your party day, you've got 3,000 calories to play with instead of 2,500. That's called calorie borrowing. You could even go as far as having 2 lower calorie days to give you 3,500 calories to play with on your party day. So that would look like this. So you can see there on the party day. Sorry. So it'd look like this. So you can see there on the party day, we consumed 3,500 calories, but we borrowed 500 calories from the day before and 500 calories from the day after. So our calorie total for the week is still 17,500 calories, meaning that we're still in a calorie deficit for the week and still on track to lose body fat. Because 4 days where you're at 2,500 calories plus 2 days where you're at 2,000 calories and 1 day you eat 3,500 calories. It's the same thing as eating 2.5 calories every day. But yeah, so whatever you do, you still hit your weekly calorie target, but you also must have a night out without worrying too much about what you eat and drink and without ruining your fat loss progress. So this is how we track it. So the simple answer is to put into the app. If you search for MyFitnessPal, you can find the most common drinks and just track them as you would with food. Then you want to deduct the calories you're going to have from alcohol. Sorry, we'll try that one again. Then you want to deduct the calories you're going to have from alcohol from your carb and or fat totals for the day, not protein. So you still want to hit your full protein targets for the day, but you might just reduce your carb intake or your fat intake to make room for some calories from alcohol. The other option as well is to try and make sure that you are a little bit more active than normal on those days when you are looking to go out.